This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 18th of July. This is James Spann. Scattered showers and storms a little more active today. Let's begin with the radar. We're live this afternoon at 2:59. And you can see a number of showers and thunderstorms in progress moving northward across the state today. Nothing severe in terms of classic severe definition. And as you know, to be severe, the storms need to have winds of 58 miles per hour or greater, or hail 1 inch in diameter or larger. Nothing like that, but in some cases, they are producing heavy downpours, heavy rain falling at Aniana. Pretty good downpour there. Coming right across Straight Mountain, down toward Asheville and St. Clair County and Odenville. Got some pretty good downpours in parts of Randolph, Chambers counties over in East Alabama. Up in the Tennessee Valley, thunderstorms on top of Fort Payne. Got some pretty good storms approaching Lake Gunnersville, heavy rain just southwest of Moulton. And down to the south, big batch of storms coming up on Montgomery. Keep in mind the storms are marching northward today, so what you see down around Grady and Raymer, Fort Deposit, that'll be in Montgomery soon with heavy rain. Lots of cloud-to-ground lightning. Let's go down south, and things look pretty good on the Gulf Coast. It's very quiet. Beautiful afternoon at Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Fort Morgan, Dauphin Island. A few little spotty showers offshore. Things look good at Destin, Panama City Beach, so no issues for the Gulf Coast today. And we'll check in with southeast Alabama. Got a pretty good downpour around Ashford, off to the east of Dothan. And thunderstorms also in progress over parts of Covington, Coffee County, back up toward Luverne and Crenshaw County. Got a thunderstorm along Interstate 65, right below Evergreen, down toward Lenox and Castleberry. And you know the deal. These things will all be fading away once the sun goes down later this evening in this soupy, humid air that covers Alabama. And here's the upper air look. A little upper high just off to the east, but again, basic concept is the same. The primary jet stream well up north. Winds aloft, light and variable here. Visible satellite view. And you can see the pockets of convection across the state. For some spots, the sky is sunny. For other spots, a downpour. We'll check the radar composite across the deep south. There's the look. And really, Alabama kind of getting the bulk of the rain today. We'll take that. Of course, temperatures are way down because of the showers. For example, Birmingham, 77. Hey, 77 degrees at 3 o'clock on a July day. That's a good thing. Sylacauga, 77. In fact, really hard to find a lot of places at 90. We've got 90 at Haleyville and Anniston. The state's hotspot is Huntsville. They've got 92. So far, no rain there. Mostly 80s over the southern half of the state. Here's the watch warning map. We have flash flood watches for parts of Virginia, in fact, all of Virginia, and some of the adjacent states, most all of West Virginia. We've got flash flood watch for parts of South Louisiana, and some heat advisory issues out across parts of Missouri and Arkansas. Here's the severe weather outlook through tonight. Got a couple of risks, one from near Cape Girardeau, Missouri, back over toward Virginia Beach and the Outer Banks. Another one across the nation's midsection, parts of Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, back into the northern Rockies. Tomorrow, a risk of severe storms from the western high plains over to Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland. And on day 3, which is Sunday, a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5, from the Great Plains to the mid and upper Atlantic coast. Rain for the next 7 days. For most of the state, average amounts 1/2 to 1 inch. Your number could vary. In the tropics, as calm as could be. No tropical trouble, at least for the next 7 days. So model fans, here we go. GFS, 12Z run, 4 o'clock tomorrow. 594 upper high on top of us. Day should be partly sunny and hot with highs in the low 90s in most spots. We'll check the high-res HRR and understand the HRR has not been performing well, and it's just not. Even these good high-resolution, convection-allowing models don't really have the ability to handle random air mass convection on a hot summer day. They just don't, which means your apps, future view, whatever you call it, it's just not going to do well on summer days. But we'll have them out there. Scattered showers and storms, low 90s. Same thing on Sunday, low 90s, partly sunny, the chance of an afternoon storm in spots. The next week, evidence the upper high could be a little stronger, meaning heat levels ticking up a notch up into the mid-90s, and the coverage of afternoon storms probably decreasing. There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Looks kind of dry and hot through midweek. And A week from today, Friday, July 25th, got a 594 upper high around. And again, it's the same thing. Hot, mid-90s, maybe a few spotty storms. Let's go out 10 days. And again, these upper air maps tell a better story this time of the year. This is Monday, July 28th. We got a 597 heat ring west of here from near Kansas City to Salt Lake City. That should represent the center of the heat bubble, and we're kind of on the periphery of that with the northwest flow aloft. And again, we'll see low to mid-90s with a few scattered showers and storms around. I promise the weather will change, but that's probably going to be in mid-September when that happens, unless a tropical system comes along. You can see rain for the next 15 days, about 1.5 inches. That's the mean coming off the European Ensemble, the AI version. Temperatures low 90s through Monday, mid-90s for the rest of next week. Lows mostly in the low to mid-70s. And the latest long-range guidance just in, July 26th through August 1st. And again, the core of the heat should be a little west of here, but still, temperatures could be a bit above average because of the ridge. Let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. Montevallo was at the Parnell Memorial Library. What a great facility. We had a great crowd today. Talked a lot about weather. Hey, you can learn science. Before you know it, these kids will be back in school here. The summer is racing along. But great to see all the adults and the kids. We did such a good session, had some storm spotting. So again, to everybody at Montevallo, at the Parnell Memorial Library, thanks a lot for coming out to see us earlier today. So again, there's the radar. We're live at 3:05. And you can see these pockets of showers and thunderstorms marching northward. And, of course, the heavier storms will have the creepy-looking shelf clouds, but there's nothing severe. These are producing some really heavy rain, a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning as they move north. And, again, some of the heavier storms are coming up on Montgomery. They'll be in downtown Montgomery by 3:15 to 3:30. And it's just absolutely pouring down here in parts of South Montgomery County, Raymer, Grady, over into parts of Lowndes County, Fort Deposit. And again, that's moving north, so that will be in Montgomery pretty soon. We note some pretty good downpours over around Phoenix City, Columbus, Georgia. And again, to the north, let's see here, pretty good downpour over Blount County, Susan Moore, down toward Aniana. And then right down Highway 231, Horse Pens 40, Asheville, Whitney Junction. Getting some rain and thunder there. And again, just old scattered showers and storms across the state. And as we get the sun down, these things will fade. And by 9 or 10 o'clock tonight, the bulk of these will be gone. So tomorrow, going to be in the Shoals. Hey, got a book signing. We're going to be at Turbo Coffee in Florence from 10:30 until 1:30. We love coming to the Shoals. In fact, I've got my Sheffield shirt on here. We'll have our all the cool weather shirts. If you have anybody in your family that loves weather, and every family has at least one. Hey, and listen, if you watch these videos, you're one. But we've got all the shirts, of course, our children's books that are so good, and much more. We have a lot of fun. We take a lot of pictures. We'd love to see you there. So again, Turbo Coffee in Florence tomorrow from 10:30 until 1:30. And, of course, we invite you to watch us over on the television side, ABC 3340 News this evening. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous weekend, and God bless.